So thanks again, Stan. It's great to get a CISO's point of view, I think, on these as well as an analyst. And next up, I'd like to ask Gilad to cover off Universal and some other topics. Please, Gilad.
So again, thanks, Stan. I'll focus on XDR. XDR is an emerging technology, and I think it's important to give a brief overview about the technology, not too technical, but hopefully enough to bring everyone up to speed. In my view, XDR is the most important advancement in security operations. The impacts will be witnessed by our customers and others who will deploy similar solutions. XDR overcomes some of the biggest challenges in cybersecurity, namely breaking down silos, where currently each security product handles only one attack vector or data source, and closing the gap between detection and response. Detection and response must be combined. It just makes sense. Organizations that will deploy XDR will enjoy more accurate detection, faster response, and a dramatic improvement in analyst efficiency, overcoming the security expertise gap, whether it be an end customer that's running the XDR or a service provider, such as an MDR, which is utilizing the XDR platform. So on the left side, we have a typical organization. Well, it's not that typical. No organization really has so many vendors in each category, but usually our survey found that 94% actually have multi-vendor security approach, meaning that they have different vendors in each product category. By the way, some of our customers, usually it's a result of mergers and acquisitions, actually do have more than one vendor in a single category, at least for a short time, short being 2-3 years. So our Universal XDR handles all of that for you. We ingest your data from your log repository, SIEM, data lake, or directly from the appliances, and then the heavy lifting starts. Our detection module continuously analyzes and correlates the data, events, telemetry, to provide you high fidelity incidents, not false positives and not sporadic alerts. We also integrate with dozens of threat intelligence sources we bring ourselves or your own TI to enrich the detection. We call our detection full scope detection. It's a result of advanced analytics on multiple sources, a comprehensive description of an incident with all the affected users, the communication, the techniques, etc. Once a full scope incident is detected by SecBI's Universal XDR, the next step of remediation is obvious, accurate, and quick. You won't need to spend months to create playbooks to handle, you won't need to spend months to create cumbersome playbooks. The playbooks that you need to develop are actually coming out of the box or simple and intuitive to add additional ones. These playbooks are basically the organization's choice of a response to any specific detection. Command and control communication, block those URLs. Phishing email, delete. Infected endpoint, quarantine and clean. Usually a full scope incident will identify multiple threats and circumstances which are part of the same incident. Very simple, very effective. Finally, the system also supports an interactive mode where analysts and hunters can leverage the advanced analytics of SecBI to proactively identify and investigate stealthy threats from multiple sources or to perform breach response and analysis. This basically means that SecBI is like a power tool, creating an order of magnitude greater efficiency. A beginner analyst will hunt like a pro, and your experts will finally have a tool to test their most complex hypotheses. And I hope I said it correctly, the plural of hypothesis. I never get it right. If you don't have the internal resources, SecBI can provide hunting or similar services on demand or on an ongoing basis. That's Universal XDR. In contrast to Universal XDR, there are other solutions in the market. I will call them proprietary XDR. And to be more specific, these are solutions that have been designed by a vendor in order to unify and integrate the security controls and products coming from that single vendor. It actually has a similar outcome to Universal XDR in case the organization is using that vendor's product throughout its security stack. We used Acme here as a representative of a single vendor, obviously. From the survey that we've done, again, thanks, Jonathan, this represents about 6% of the available market for XDR. Yet, to be fair, I'll say that if you are such an organization, the XDR from your vendor will probably provide the best solution. And if you have everything from one vendor in your stack, you're probably gonna want to get the XDR solution from that vendor. However, and it's not me, it's Gartner. Gartner warns us or warns users from what they call vendor locking. So when you're evaluating proprietary XDR versus universal XDR, you have to consider first whether you are a single vendor or multi-vendor organization. And even if you are a single vendor, whether you're willing to put all the eggs in one basket.